think the foremost thing that I would want to say is look at the trend, right? You have to, particularly if you're a trader, you must trade only in stocks that have a strong trend. And because the trend is everything in technical, it's like 9 out of 10. So people, are butting their heads with a stock either as an investment or a trade if there is no trend in that stock. So everything that you hope for will happen only when that stock is in a trend. So this is the main thing, that you must trade with the trend. The second point which you could look at is possibility with respect to momentum. So if you must have price action and momentum, these are the two main things that any trader or an investor or anybody using charts, they have to look at. So this is an additional point with that thing which I said about trend. Breakouts will work very well with trended stocks because most people use breakouts, right? That is why I've added it as a separate thing. That price action and momentum are the key elements. Now there has to be price action. So your candlesticks, your Ichimoku and all these things are about price action. And your ADX and RSI and all those things are with relation to momentum. Price action accompanied by momentum is what will give you profits in the market. So you may have price action, but you may lack momentum. You may have a burst of momentum which may lack supportive price action. Then those things will not really come about. So these are the main things that I would look at. Breakouts is why I mentioned it in particular, is that 90% of the people are looking at breakouts. And finally, this particular point is that technical trading is the only way to address all the time frames. Now, everybody is different. Not all, very, very few people are really value investors. Now, value investors are people who are not looking at time as an element. They are looking at value of that instrument. But majority of the people are not in a position to do value investing. Majority of the people have different time scales within which they can trade, within which they expect some kind of a payback. Technical analysis is the only thing which will allow you to address any kind of time frame of your own choosing, right? And then this final point is that the only thing we are short of in this life, as it is time, right? So technical analysis is a big jungle. You can become as esoteric as you want because there's so many methods which are esoteric, but you lack time. And therefore your methods and your approach should be very, very simple. So like Ichimoku might look complicated, but it's actually quite simple. So if you know it, in one glance you will know what the stock is doing. ADX also might look a little bit complex, but then once you know what it is doing, it just takes you a second to look at it. So use tools which are fairly simple and very direct in their message. You don't have to keep doing a lot of additional analysis, right? So use simple tools for trading. When you want to analyze and you're not under pressure of time, then you use whatever esoteric stuff you want.